Lock Season 2, Episode 4 has just come out, and I'm going to be reviewing the entire episode in this video. So if you guys like these type of videos, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. I have to say, this is probably one of the best adapted episodes of Blue Lock in Season 2. So, without further ado, let's get right into this. So, the episode starts off with that little scene in the manga with Nanase, Isagi, and Hiyori, and they waste a couple minutes on that. Well, not really waste, but they just say a couple minutes on that about how Isagi actually managed to get that goal he did in the end of the last episode. So, I guess that's really useful to the anime onlys, but nothing crazy there. You know, the animation still looks like a slideshow. Honestly, I've given up on the animation looking anything crazy now. I think the most we're going to get is probably peak Season 1 animation in U20, which would still be pretty good, but we're never going to get that Kuroko no Basket like Haikyuu treatment for Blue Lock. I just came to accept that fact. Now, one thing I will say though is Blue Lock's effects this season and panel adaptation this season has been a lot better than last season. Whether people like to admit or not, the animation might be worse, but the panel adaptation and the still frames, bro, they actually cook when characters aren't moving and you just pause the screen. I'm not even joking. Anyways, so the mismatch that we're going to see in this episode is the match in the third selection with Rin's team and Nagi's team. This match is mostly focused on Reo and Nagi's dynamic, and we really get to see that shine here. But first, I really want to point out this scene with Igaguri in this episode where I was literally crying. Like, I was dying when I seen this episode because Igaguri is just such a goof. And the fact that he's the guy in the current, like, chapters of Blue Lock, I don't want to spoil, and the shit he's doing in the current chapters is actually kind of insane. And to think this is where he started from, like, this is where he came from, it kind of blows my mind. But anyways, this scene was just hilarious on how he's trying to choose which one he should pass to carry him to greatness. Although right after this, we get the introduction of Yukimiya Kenyu, Blue Lock's number 5 ranked player. And honestly, I feel like just like Karasu and stuff, listen, they keep doing this like CGI foot kicking the ball stuff. Now, if you guys just made that foot 2D, I hope you guys know that it would be a lot better than it is right now. The CGI just throws me off because everything in that scene is CGI, and on top of that, it's a close-up. So you know damn well it's CGI. I'm pretty sure they did some of these shots in Season 1 too, but in Season 1, I'm pretty sure they might have been 2D instead of 3D. These are 3D, and it kind of makes it look stupid. Anyways, Yukimiya's introduction was done, I think, pretty well. The OST was good, you know what I mean? He was dribbling past people. They really did a good job of hyping him up, just like they did in the manga. But then again, the thing about this is, this anime is never going to surpass the manga. In my opinion, the only areas where it can surpass the manga is the music. That's the only way it surpasses the manga. The manga is quite literally a better version of everything the anime does. Anyways, we get an adaptation of Yukimiya's gyro shot, which goes all the way up in the air and then dips all the way down to where Ryu's actually there to catch it. But surprise, surprise, the GOAT Nagi is there to trap the ball and kick that shit in the back of the net. Listen, bro, you guys can hate on Nagi, but third selection, second selection, and U20 Nagi was a problem. You might hate on Nagi in the current chapters, but Nagi back here, you cannot argue with me that he is not a top 5 player right now. Anyways, after this, we get Reo just kind of looking at how Nagi's evolved, and he's kind of just like, damn, bro, Nagi really left me behind. Like, I'm not even, like, amusing them anymore. Like, I'm useless to him now. Like, there's no point in me even being here with him anymore, right? And the thing is, we get this whole backstory of Reo and how he could literally, even when he leaves Blue Lock, his life's fine. You know what I mean? Like, his life's not done like the rest of these guys, you know, which is why he feels that they have more hunger than he does. But he also realizes that because it's like this, because his life is everything he doesn't want, he can get anything, you know what I mean? It's so easy. He doesn't want to return to it, if that made any sense. He doesn't want to return to that lifestyle of complacency and, you know, just laziness. He can just do whatever and get whatever he wants. He wants to live a lifestyle like these people, like the monsters in Blue Lock, where they actually have to work hard to get what they want, because he's never really done that in his life, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really like Rio's like character arc inside this whole episode. I feel like the backstory was done really well. The direction was so good with his father's eyes just like blurred out, unable to see his son's true like intentions of wanting to win the World Cup. He said, I'll get you whatever you want, but there's some things money can't buy. You know what I mean? Anyways, right after this, Reo gets fired up and we get to see Reo perform his ability in the game to make it 2-1 for Nagi's team. Bro, Reo is him, bro. I don't know. Like, Rio's a character I feel like a lot of people may have hated, like, last year. Or not last year, but last season. People must have hated him because of how he's acting towards Isagi and how he just acts like a possessive guy. By the way, I'm not gonna lie, some of the lines in this episode were really rainbow, if you know what that means. Anyways, bro, Reo he just like, I don't know, he grew on me as a character over time. In season 1, he was just whatever, like, it was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, he just obsesses over Nagi. But in season 2 and so far, like, I'm glad that he's actually getting development and everything like that. The last couple scenes of the episodes after Reo shows off his new ability and everyone explains how it works, he's kind of just sitting at the end of the game, you know, reminiscing. He's like, damn, we lost. And then Nagi comes over to, I think, probably like console him, because I know Nagi probably feels bad about the things he said to him in the second selection. And, you know, he feels like now is a good time to, like, bring the relationship back. But Reo denies him. He's like, you know what, yo, Nagi, you keep chasing upwards, bro. I'm going to become somebody. It kind of fits into his ideology of how he doesn't want to live a life where he can just have everything he wants. You know, he wants to work for something and get it, something hard to get in his life. That's what he values more. So Rio's not going to be the guy that's going to ask Nagi to be like, oh, Nagi, come, let's team up again. No, bro. Reo wants to be the guy that Nagi wants to team up with now. And to do that, he's going to have to work harder than he ever has before, which I really like as his character development, bro. Anyways, kind of similar to how I predicted episode 4 in my prediction for Blue Lock season 2. I kind of predicted that episode 4 would end with what's going to happen later in episode 5. But it kind of did end on the same note, where Itoshi Sai ends up saying that he wants a player from Blue Lock to play on his team. Now, I'm really interested to see who anime onlys think he'll pick. I know a lot of people probably think, oh, he's going to pick Rin. You know, he's going to pick Rin. But it's going to be pretty interesting to see what you guys think, who he's going to pick. Anyways, my final rating for this episode will most likely be an 8 out of 10. This is the best episode of the season. I think it did well with the music. I think it did well with the art, like it always does. The animation was trash like usual, but the story here was good, so I really liked it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys like this video, please remember to share to your friends who like Blue Lock or anything like that. And yeah, man, I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.